Good day, my friends. How are y'all doing? Hope everyone is doing absolutely fantastic and feeling pretty groovy. I've been walking all day, and it's time for me to sit my butt down. So I thought I'd do a groove stream here, relax for a bit. I had a wonderful day off, had a really awesome day off, actually. It's really enjoyable. Hello to you all. Very nice to see you. Oh, we lost one already. We had 10, we're down to 9. What's going on? Come on, people, don't leave. Don't leave. We need some more people here. Where's everybody at? See, it's an odd time. I never do a groove stream at 5:30, so it's got everybody a bit confused. So it's nice to see you all. There we go. Numbers starting to move now. As I just said in a comment there, I have to say, prayers P4O. Please, we love you, but no emojis, please. No symbols or emojis allowed here. We know you didn't know. It's no problem. Just keep it in mind for the future. One thing I will say, I've seen my fill of grown adults with antlers on their heads. Okay? I don't want to see anybody else with antlers on their heads today. I just really don't. I don't. And it reminds me of the devil with horns. It's so appropriate that they get everybody wearing antlers. I think that's why they do it. Because the devil has horns. Cully, easy, my buddy. Easy. Remember where you are. You don't want to get sent for a timeout now, do you, Cully? I know you don't want that. So the antlers, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Everybody walking around town, grown men with antlers on their heads everywhere. Because the Satan Claus parade is in town. Okay, it's about to start. It's probably going now. I think they basically wait till it gets dark. And it's now totally dark out. Yeah, it's totally dark out. So you'll see some of the videos I took today have to do with the Satan Claus parade. This town is real big into that every year. And yeah, you will see some videos about the Satan Claus parade. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Give out the pizzas. Yeah, well, it was good of my viewers to make that possible. And yeah, they were really appreciative. They were nice guys, and well, one girl, and her name happened to be Faith, which tell me that wasn't appropriate. That was just perfect. What's your name, Faith? Wow. Oh, Sarah, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, but we're glad you're here with us. Maybe we'll make you have a better day. You can hang out with us, and maybe that'll make you feel better. Yes, Faith is an awesome name, and it couldn't have been better. I mean, I'm handing out Bibles, and her name is Faith. That couldn't have been just more perfect. That was almost like the Lord speaking right there. That was pretty good. So, Okay, someone I've blocked. Someone I blocked wants me to unblock them. Well, let's do that. Let's see if we can give this person a chance. I don't remember them and I don't remember blocking them, but you never know. Let's see what happens. We go here. Where do we go? Here. Here we go. Now, with all the name changes, am I even going to be able to find this person? Who knows? Asking to be unblocked now, I can't promise anything because they've changed all the names. Can I even find this person? Who knows? I don't remember that name at all. Hmm. Well, we're going to take a shot at it here that this might be the person. We'll unblock that one. That one. And that one. Yeah, what a mess they caused with all this name changing stuff. Okay. Hopefully that did it. There we go. What is Saturnalia? Saturnalia is an old pagan festival that included a bunch of debauchery, drunkenness, orgies, just wild, just like total debauchery. And it morphed into Christmas. So Christmas is Saturnalia, masked as something to do with Jesus. It's actually a trick to get all Christians celebrating a pagan festival without them knowing it. It's kind of like changing the Sabbath to Sunday and getting the Christians to go along with it. People like the followers of Jesus to observe the Sabbath on Sunday, which is totally wrong. Um, it's like all kinds of things they trick people into. It's like Easter is actually named after Ishtar, which is a pagan goddess. So there's all kinds of things like that. Christmas has nothing to do with Jesus. It's an old pagan ritual, pagan festival that literally got outlawed because there was so much debauchery and drunkenness and people just going out of control that they had to outlaw it. And they went underground and kept on celebrating it because it was illegal, but it never stopped. So yeah, it's completely a pagan festival. That's what Christmas is, and that's why you should not have anything to do with it if you're a follower of Jesus. You should stay away from Christmas because you're celebrating Saturnalia, not Christmas. And no one knows that hardly. A few of us do, but most people don't. We're doing great, Steve. Doing absolutely fantastic and feeling groovy, my buddy. I had a great day. Had a great day. You know, it's really difficult to replace everything you own. It's really difficult. It's really difficult. I just I'm almost there now. I'm very, very close. It's a good thing because I don't want to do any more shopping. I don't want to throw out any more stuff. I don't want to buy anything more. But I'm so close to having it. Literally every last item is new. I'm so close to it now. Just a couple more things, and I'm there. Today I bought all new pots and pans, which needed to be done because I don't. Okay, so here's something you guys should know about your pots and pans. Most of you probably have non-stick pots and pans. Am I correct? I mean, most of you would probably say yes. Don't ever buy those again. The Teflon in your non-stick pots and pans contains something called PFOA, which is one of those forever plastics or whatever. It's one of those bad chemicals, okay, that you don't want anything to do with. And what happens, it happened to the ones here, it flakes off eventually. Okay, so I've been eating flakes of Teflon in my food. It's like when I realized that, I'm like, okay, I don't care if it's going to cost me a little money. We're going to have to go get some new pots. I can't have this no more. So I did good actually. I bought a whole new set pots and a pan and everything for $83 or something. It was a really good deal. It's like, wow, okay, I'll buy that and throw out them old pots with the flaky Teflon coming right off of it. Just thinking about that, swallowing that stuff. I looked at the bottom of one pot and there was like a whole bunch of Teflon missing. And I went, I probably ate that. I think I ate that. Stainless steel is what I bought. That's what I bought today. Canadian Tire. Canadian Tire. Yep, that's what I got is stainless steel. No more Teflon. No more Teflon. Pretty much everything I purchased was stainless steel for the kitchen. Everything I bought. I mean, I even bought a new potato masher. I bought a new carrot peeler. I bought new these little funnels for, if you ever got to pour something into a small little jar. I got little funnels. Bought new funnels. I bought new jars for the cat food. Oh, I bought every little piddly thing you can think of. I replaced. I got all new things, and threw out all and everything I had was so old and decrepit. I didn't even realize how bad everything was, and how stained everything was. Everything was stained with black stains and blah. So it was my pleasure to throw it out. Yep, with steel to cook without oil, you slow cook. Yep, absolutely. So I bought another kind of pan. It's made of rock. It's literally called the Rock, and it's made out of granite or something. It is literally a piece of rock molded into, I don't know how they do it, but it's molded into a pan. Awesome. It totally non-stick, but there's no chemicals or nothing in it. It's just a piece of rock. And it's really, really nice. It's heavy. You lift it up, it weighs like, well, it's made of rock. So I bought one of those quite a while ago, and I'm loving that. But today I bought all stainless steel ones. Should be good now. Oh, we got something to unbox. See, even new lamps. we got new lamps. Bought two of these. New everything. Right down to old dangerous power bars that could set fire. Right? I got new power bars. Mr. Buzz thought of everything. We thought of everything. Not messing around. When I say everything's brand new, everything's brand new. So let's see what these lamps are all about. Oh yeah, they poisoned us with everything they could think of. Everything they could think of. And they thought of a lot, believe me. All right, this looks pretty snazzy. There's a lamp right in front of me. I'll show it to you. Actually, it's got to go. It's so hurting. You wouldn't believe what, like, some of the stuff that I'm replacing it's super ready to be replaced. Okay, cord's not gonna be long enough unless I go upside down. You can sort of see. No, you won't be able to see it. The cord's not long enough to actually show it to you. But it's really hurting. It's the worst lamp you ever saw. It's probably a fire hazard, actually. So now we got this little thing. It's just plain. Got a little shade. I think it's pretty groovy. What do you think? Is it groovy? It looks groovy to me. I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10 on the groovy scale. Well, let's see how it's. All right, I'm going to cut this off because this could take a couple years to cut, or to unwrap, I mean. So we're just going to cut it off. Whoop. Hold on to the shade. There we go. Well, that's just beautiful. There we go. That's a pretty groovy lamp. I like it. I think it's good. Actually, it goes the other way. Goes like that. Yes. I think it goes like that. No, maybe it goes it goes the other way. Goes like this. I think. Yeah, because the bulb would stick right at the top otherwise. That's how it goes. Okay. So we'll put this over here. I got two of them. I got one for the bathroom too. Well, they are actually repurposed sigils. You're incorrect. You need to do some research. And secondly, you don't make the rules here. I do. And my rule is no emojis. So if you want to be here, you have to follow it. The Lord has been awesome to me. That is totally true. Lord has been very, very good to me. Certainly has. Ebony and Kirsty are here, and Eloise is here. Aaron Morrow. We only got 61 people, but we're getting there. The number's moving up. There you go. Goodbye. Isn't that wild? Goodbye to you. Hello, Diane. Sure you got my message. We'll talk in a little bit. You can call me after this groove stream is over. You're in a bit of a situation. What's your situation? We'll have to wait for a few minutes to see what the situation is. Oh, Press no longer has a situation too. He's typing, but it's not coming up on the screen anymore. That's his situation. Man, okay, always gotta put these things on here. So you gotta cut them. You got no choice but to cut them. This girl at work, beautiful, and she's got my number, her friend, but it turns out she's a real deal witchy one. Like, has actually used magic to do things to people. Well, you don't have any situation. Get obedient to the Lord and don't worry about her. What's your situation? You got no willpower. You're gonna fall for it. You're gonna play with a witchy one and invite hell upon yourself. Is that what your situation is? I really hope not, because I mean that would be dumber than shoving your finger in a light socket. It would be dumber than that. It really would. If you know it's a witchy one you're dealing with, you go the other way. That's the only solution to the situation. There really is no situation. It's not a situation unless you make it one. Yeah. Yeah. Lauren apparently has turned away from the Jezebels, he says, but we don't know how long that's going to last. I mean, that could be temporary. Yeah, Kirsty, you're supposed to be getting baptized today, you said, so I'm wondering if that happened. Probably already happened. It's 6 o'clock. It's probably done. It's probably already done. Yeah, well, the first way you can do that is make sure you capitalize God when you type it. Capitalize the G. Capitalize the G. That'd be your first gesture towards getting in good with God right there. Absolute reverence at all times. Oh, church starts at 7. Right on. There's Lauren. He's actually in the chat. Man, why do they make things so hard to open? Blows my mind that everything is like that now. You can't just open a box of anything. It's like it's absolutely unreal what you got to go through to get the boxes open. Then you get the product out, and then there's all kinds of other stuff you have to take off, little ties, and you have to cut these tags off. Usually, it's just wild. There we go. think we're good. Designed to be difficult to refund. That's probably it. That's probably it. Well, at least this looks pretty good quality. This one has USB things as well. So, which is good because so many things they sell now, that's the only way you can plug them in. Yes, tell her about Jesus, but be careful. She's a witchy one. Know that she's conniving. She's a viper, okay? She's a viper and she wants to sink her teeth into you, her fangs. So be careful. Be careful. And if you're not fully obedient to God and in full alignment with Him, I wouldn't even go near her. I would stay away. If you're not fully wearing the armor of God, you got to be careful. I believe screaming, threatening fits to get money from our mom daily. Well, yes, Jeffrey does, unfortunately. And listen to Dig 2429. Definitely don't. Don't do that. That would be suicide. Had my first deliverance intercession. I love God. Would you like to tell us what you mean about that 29th Avenue ministry? Like, can you expand on that? What are you saying happened? Just explain a little better so I can get an idea what you're telling me. Saturnalia is a pagan ritual that Christmas is derived from. That's what it comes from. See how much of this we can fit. There you go. I have no idea, Milford Minty. I wish I knew. Yes, he restored me, Lauren, completely. He changed me. He molded me into what he wanted, and I willingly went along with it. I didn't fight him. Tell me about it, Eloise. I get on this. I'm going to replace every last item that I own. Everything. That's very difficult to do. Okay. I've discovered that's very difficult to do. You just keep finding more stuff. Okay. I found more and more stuff. I opened the drawers and like, oh my, what about all this stuff? Now I got to replace all that. So I did. I did today. Between last night and today, I replaced a lot more stuff. A lot more stuff. Someone I grew up with has been attacked all her life with pains and health disorders, and I was able to identify it and gave the family your 3-step process. Very nice. Very nice. And did they have they solved their problems in this way? Like, yes, my hair is changing. Not only is it darkening, it's my hair was always unmanageable. Okay, when I was living in sin, my hair was unmanageable and I couldn't do anything with it. It just did its own thing, and I couldn't comb it the right way I wanted it, and it just drove me crazy. Since all this happened, my hair just goes flunk right into place, and I don't have to even touch it. It's really strange. It's never ever done that. It's never done that in my life. It's something changed in with everything. Something changed with everything. Purge away, Diane. Purge away. Go with the urge to do the purge. Okay, that's what you do. When you get the urge, do the purge. Well, thank you, Lauren. You're very flattering, my friend. Yes, you'll be missed. Well, she's only going to church though, right? She's not leaving the country or nothing. Okay, yeah, you'll be missed. You scared me there, so you'll be missed. What, is she leaving for good? Of course we'll miss her for a little while, but don't scare me like that. Kirsty's not allowed to leave. She's not allowed to leave the ministry. Not at all. Oh, Diane, purging is awesome. Purging is really awesome. Yep, there's 3 steps to it. Cleanse the home, cleanse the heart, repent of the sins. And you can tell people about it really easily. It's not hard. Cleanse the home. I mean, that covers a lot of things though. There's a lot of things you got to look around and find to do it correctly. You got to get rid of a lot of stuff. I missed anything? Nope. I unboxed a lamp. That's about it. I unboxed the lamp. We're talking about Saturnalia. Lauren, I don't think you're gonna have any luck there, brother. I really don't. I don't think you're gonna have any. just a hunch. Yeah, that's right. A good chair is a female. See, Lauren, that's why you're not going to have any luck. Oh, dude. No wonder you go after the Jezebels. They're probably all that will have you. And I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You'll find a good woman someday. You'll find a good woman someday. But I very much doubt it's going to be Kirsty. I very much doubt you're going to have success there. Tojo's been here. Did he leave already? He was here. Tojo, you still here? He might have left. I don't know. He definitely was here. Yeah, I haven't heard from him in a while here, so he must be gone. I look way back and I still don't see him. Tojo, you must have left. There he was there. When did he go? I can't say for sure he went, but I think he did. Who are you asking? Is there a Jehovah Witness? You can't be asking me if I'm a Jehovah Witness. Like, Well, I mean, you could because you could be delusional, but no one with good instinct would ask me if I'm. Oh, you are here. Okay, I thought you were gone, Tojo. Didn't hear from you for a little bit. No one with good instinct would ask me if I'm a Jehovah Witness. No, no. If you know anything about Jehovah Witnesses, you know for sure that I don't fit the bill. Well, that's not true. Maybe the only full-fledged group that's like that, but all the Christians that I fellowship with, none of them celebrate Christmas, and not one of them is a Jehovah Witness. I promise. Not one of them is. They come here too, and I let them in. I let them in every time. I always let them in. I have very nice, friendly. I offer them coffee and the whole bit. They won't take the coffee, but they stay and talk to me for 10, 15 minutes. They're always shocked at how friendly I am, how welcoming I am to them. That it blows their minds. Yes, a couple times they didn't even know what to do with that. They were like really uncomfortable. Like, why is he inviting us in? Probably thought it was an axe murderer or something. Yeah, I'm friendlier to them than they're used to, but it's just because I'm a Nova Scotian. Rose of Sharon is now. Um, oh, I know it when I see it. She's not here right now, but she's got a new name. She's been here the last few streams. Oh, I can't remember what she calls herself now. She's been back. She's not here now, but she has been here. They're deceived. They're deceived. Completely deceived. Yep, that's fair to say. Totally deceived. Which is really sad. I mean, it's really unfortunate, but it's true. They're deceived. They're totally deceived. I don't know if any of you guys saw this. I got some good content today. Here, check this out. Trust your. There's a video that I got today. Check that out if you haven't seen them. Led one of them to God. Nice job, Diane. Trust your process. Is that what it is? Trust your process. Yes, that's what it says. It's cut off. I couldn't see it all. Lisa. Oh, perhaps this is the Lisa that asked me to unblock her. Thank you so much for your generosity, Lisa. Much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Nancy Reagan on drugs. Just saying, Nancy Reagan on drugs. Do you think Nancy Reagan was on drugs? She might have been. She might have been on drugs. Frank is here. Frank is in the building, everybody. Frank is in the building. He's let us know that. Hello, Frank. Good to see you. Yes, like everything about Christmas is a trick. Leaving cookies and milk for Santa is totally a ritualistic thing. It totally is. Dancing Satan Claus. Yep, isn't that disgusting? And the voice, he sounds like a demon. He literally sounds like a demon. It's unbelievable. Yep, it's wicked. It's like a Halloween thing. Yeah, it's it's, it's worse than idolatry. It's paganism. It's completely well. I mean, it's idolatry, yes, but it's complete pagan ritual worship. It's as blasphemous as it gets. It's like you couldn't be more blasphemous than that. I know the whole concept of Christmas is disgusting, but nobody's figured it out. Everybody just goes along with it. Like people are like lemmings. They're literally like lemmings. The Christmas spirit, isn't it, Ebony? There's so many funky things about it. Shady stuff about it. I agree 100%. I've always thought this, but everybody goes along with it, and no one even thinks about it. They just say, "Oh, it's celebrating Jesus." No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Yep. Humans are like lemmings. They honestly are. It's totally true. It's totally true. Yes, Christmas isn't well. I mean, the birth of Jesus is in the Bible. The birth of Jesus is definitely in the Bible, but not Christmas, not the way we celebrate it. No, no, Lauren, you're wrong. You're wrong. Have a good night, Corby. You're totally wrong, Lauren. Look up Saturnalia, and you'll find out that that's what it is. It's Saturnalia. It's not Christmas. It's a trick, and you're falling into it. It's a trap that was set for you, and you're jumping right in, both feet. Saturnalia. I'll do it again. So it's a pagan celebration that morphed into Christmas, and everybody thinks they're celebrating Christmas. You're celebrating Saturnalia. That's right, Cully. Jeremiah 10:3-4. I bet I know what that one is. Yep, I was right. For the customs of the people are in vain. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. That's it. So it actually, yes, but Festivus is for the rest of us. Festivus is for the rest of us. That is right. So Christmas is pagan and evil. Why is the world trying to boycott it? All right, so you get two things going on here. Those who are trying to boycott it actually believe that it's Christian. They believe it's Christian. If they knew it wasn't, they'd probably be all over it. They don't know that. Everybody's been deceived into thinking it's a Christian holiday. It's not. As soon as everybody figures that out, then it'll switch. Then the Christians won't want to celebrate it, and everybody else will. Okay? It'll flip around once the deception is discovered. No, J. Parr, not at all. We're well aware that this is a Saturnalia celebration, and that's a fact. So no one's cherry picking anything. But you're obviously here to cause some sort of trouble. Your channel is about money, so you don't seem to be interested in anything but cash, Bitcoin, tokens, digital assets. That's your focus. So tell me, J. Parr, why are you here? The chat has come to a dead stop all of a sudden. Hello, sweetie. Hello, little girl. Come here. No emojis or symbols, Mark. What are you getting at there, J. Parr? Explain your position here, what you're trying to say. Come on, little girl. Come on. Oh, you want Dad to get rid of the blanket. All right. Daddy, get rid of the blanket. There. Come on up. Come on. Not making sense. Nice one. Josh, what's up? Howdy, howdy. Evening, Ryan. J. Parr, I've asked you 3 times. What is it you're trying to say? What are you talking about? Your comments are strange, and I don't understand what you're getting at. What is it you're trying to say? I was thinking about Krampus today. JPR, how about we talk about what we want to talk about? And how about this is my channel and I make the rules here? How about that? How about if you don't like the conversation, you don't have to be here. But if you want to be here, what we're talking about is what we're talking about. You don't get to choose. How about that? Excuse me. You mean about Krampus? All right. Good enough. Thank you, JPR, for demonstrating how quickly you can get kicked out of here. Be back in a sec, folks. People will eventually understand that you're only going to get one shot at being rude in here. And I'm just going to boot you. It's not going to get you far. People come in here as if they think it's their channel or something. I don't understand how they're thinking. I wouldn't go into someone else's channel and think that I have anything to say about what they're talking about. They'll talk about what they want to talk about. And if I don't like it, I don't have to be there. It's like, and you look at his channel, he's all about digital money and Bitcoin, and that's what his whole channel's about. So probably doesn't fit here. Yeah, he did kind of sound a bit like that. Well, now he can sound like that elsewhere. Money, the root of all rudeness. Yep. See, here's the thing. People have different ideas about what you can get away with in live streams because most people do a live stream, they're kissing everybody's butt. Okay, they want everyone to like them. They're having it's a straight time popularity contest. They don't want to upset anybody, so they bow down to people. That ain't going to happen here. That ain't going to happen here at all. Pagan means the belief that there's more than one God. Before there was monotheism, there was polytheism. Excuse me. They believed in all the gods, right? Hinduism has hundreds of thousands of gods. That's polytheism or paganism. Right. No, this is my channel and I will run it the way I want. No one is going to change that, no matter what. So, not looking for trouble, but if people want to come and start trouble, they will be evicted. What if I stand back by still curling a barbell during Set a tone against rudeness. That's perfect. Yeah, you should do that. I don't know, but I guess we'll never know because he's gone now and he won't be returning. He won't be returning. I just get a feel for some people. They're just they've got attitude right off the bat. As soon as they start leaving comments, you can see they've got attitude, and they think they're superior to everybody else here. They're looking down on everybody, and as soon as I sense that, I don't want them here. Christmas is extremely insidious. You're correct. You're correct. Yes, there's always many trolls here. There's always lots of them. So it's okay to when I boot one, don't worry about it. They're gone. It's fine. I boot them. There's 400 people been booted out of this live stream since we've been doing it. 400 people. 383 to be exact. Yeah, I'm usually pretty quick. One person just asked to be reinstated, and I did it. So if somebody asks me for a second chance, I'll probably give it to them. But if they come back and do it again, they'll be gone for definite good, right? But if somebody comes to me and they email me and say, "Could I please have another chance?" I say, "Okay, sure," and I'll let them back in. Unless it's like those people last night that calling me Father Creamer. Any of you remember that? Those people won't be getting back in. Although they will, I suppose, because they have unlimited accounts. So no, we're not a clique. Definitely not. I don't agree with cliques. Don't like those at all. That is not what this is. Not at all. Oh, that's happened a couple dozen times. People have asked me to come back in. I've let them. I've given people a second chance, and their second chances, they've always been pretty good. They've learned what's going to get them booted. They realize they actually want to be in this live stream. So if they want to be here, they know what they got to do. Stop being rude. Yes, we're a community, and it's an open community. There's more people coming to it all the time. We're adding people all the time. It is growing, getting bigger and bigger. So let's see. Okay, so for any of you who haven't seen this one, this is some footage I got just a couple hours ago. For anybody who hasn't seen it. No, you're thinking of the Titan. Cronus. Or maybe it was Zeus. I think Zeus ate his own kids. Fairy Glow 777. Why are you feeling lost? It depends on what your addiction is, Caleb. What is your addiction? The approach one needs to take is going to be different depending on what the addiction is. Live on your own. Okay, well, a lot of us, I live my own too. But why is that a problem? No, I don't know where it comes from. So I'm trying to understand what you mean, Fairy Glow. Live on my own. Lots of us live on our own. That's not a bad thing. That means you have independence, total sovereignty, privacy. There's a whole lot of advantage to living on your own. Yeah, that little endeavor went well. I didn't know how they were going to respond to the pizzas or the Bibles, but okay, so that's just a psychological addiction, Caleb. So, in my opinion, psychological addictions are not even really that hard to beat. You just have to really want to, and you have to have some willpower to resist. That's it. It's not a physical addiction. You're not. People give up heroin and fentanyl when they go into withdrawal and stuff, and they still get through it. So if they can do that, you can definitely stop an addiction like gluttony. Fairy Glow, I'm not. Your sentences are not extensive enough to understand what you're even saying. The world. What about the world? That doesn't really tell me much. Addicted to Wednesday night bingo. Oh, man, are you serious? Lust is mostly psychological. It has a physical aspect to it, but yes, it's not withdrawal. When I'm talking about a physical addiction, that's withdrawal. Okay, you don't do the drug, you get sick. You have seizures. You get restless leg syndrome. Whatever happens from withdrawal, right? Physical withdrawal. That's difficult to deal with, especially with some drugs. But psychological addiction, there's no withdrawal. It's just an urge that you have to resist. It's not even really that difficult to resist because it's just a psychological addiction. You're not going into withdrawal. So anything that's not physical addiction, it doesn't have a withdrawal syndrome, in my opinion, should be fairly easy to beat. Thanks, Margot. It went pretty well. They were very appreciative. A dopamine withdrawal. That's not a withdrawal, Santorian. That's not a withdrawal. Watch a heroin addict get dope sick, as they call it. That's withdrawal. Watch a benzodiazepine addict go into seizures. That's withdrawal. Okay? A dopamine withdrawal, there's no such thing. There's no such thing. That's not withdrawal. That's just you're not getting to satisfy your urge. That's it. That's all it is. Yes, you got to have some self-control. Does anybody actually understand what the word withdrawal means? Has anybody ever seen what withdrawal actually is? Ask somebody on methadone what withdrawal means. Okay, somebody who knows what real withdrawal is. Methadone or heroin or benzodiazepines or fentanyl or whatever, any of those things. Okay, and then ask them if they think it could be compared to, oh, I've been eating a lot of processed food and I'm addicted to it. Ask them if they think there's any comparison to those two things. There's not. There's not. There's not. You can get through that withdrawal pretty easy. Okay, it's not going to kill you. You're not going to even really hurt you at all. It's not that bad. What you got to do is just stay busy doing something else and get your mind off it for a little while till it goes away. Right? Not withdrawal. No, not at all. Not withdrawal. That's right, Jersey City Joe. People are just so used to satisfying every urge that when an urge isn't satisfied, they think they're in withdrawal. No, you're not in withdrawal. You're just in a state of you want to satisfy that urge. That's all. I've been bedridden for 3 years from benzo withdrawal. There you go. Now that is withdrawal. Okay. Benzo withdrawal is a fate so horrible that no one can even imagine it. Withdrawal is hell on earth. Exactly. It's true hell. There's no comparison to giving up a certain food or giving up pornography and what actual withdrawal is. It belittles the word withdrawal when you use it in that context. Okay. Shopping withdrawal. That's just funny. that's just that's just funny, right? No, it doesn't come any. Okay, now nicotine has withdrawal. Nicotine withdrawal, there is withdrawal. Yes, there is. There is withdrawal from that. Who's rude, Santorian? I'm rude because I'm saying that shopping withdrawal is not the same as fentanyl withdrawal or benzo withdrawal. What tell me what I said that's rude. Because you calling me rude is actually what's rude. I'm telling you some facts. I'm not being rude at all. You're being rude to people that actually went through withdrawal by comparing your pornography or whatever you're comparing to someone who's been through benzo withdrawal or something like that. That's what's rude. Yeah, video game withdrawal. It's silly. To compare the two is rude. That's what I'm saying. You're belittling the people that actually went through real withdrawal. You get some addiction to something psychological, and it's okay, it's a psychological addiction. I understand what that is, but it is not comparable to actual withdrawal. Not in any way, shape, or form. Yeah. Phone addiction is pretty psychologically is very strong, but it's still not going to send the body into anything like withdrawal. Not at all. Oh wow. That's I mean, I can understand a little bit of distress because your credit cards are maxed, but if you're going into some sort of state like withdrawal because you can't shop anymore, that's a psychological, I don't want to say disorder because I don't like the word disorder, but it's a bit of a psychological problem. Yeah, that's throwing tantrums. That's a whole other problem. Nicotine was a rough one. It sure is. I'll agree with that one. Nicotine has a real withdrawal. That actually does. And so does caffeine. Caffeine has a real withdrawal too. Wow. Bradley Poor. I don't know if you're in the chat still, but thank you so much for your generosity through PayPal. That is greatly appreciated. Thank you. Wow. Much appreciated. Bradley Poor. Thank you so much. I hope it didn't make you poor. Bradley Poor. It's an interesting last name. I hope you're not actually what your last name says. But your generosity is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So me not getting to scream bingo with a group of 80-year-old women who adore me. Oh, oh man. Okay, that's funny. That's that's really, really funny. You win funniest comment of the night. That's that's the funniest one yet. But with some of the food, they actually are putting addictive chemicals and substances. I know that's true, but the withdrawal is not really severe. Okay, it's really not that severe. It's yeah, a true withdrawal is in another category altogether. They cannot stop kicking off. What does kicking off mean? I don't even know what that means. There you go, Papa Bravo. I know exactly what you mean. That's how it was for me quitting tobacco and everything else, the booze, everything. And also, not just asking God, but finding something else to do. Finding something else to do. Okay, never heard that before. Well, it's totally psychological. They're addicted to their phones. It's a psychological addiction. Oh yes, absolutely. I drank myself sober many, many, many times. Many times. Yep, exactly. Find something else to keep you busy. That's what you got to do. That is what you got to do. Yep. That's the whole secret. Ain't no high like the most high. I love that. That's good. That's good. No, she doesn't talk to angels. No one talks to angels. Angels don't talk to us. If an angel comes down and talks to you, that's a special time. That's not something that angels do. We're not supposed to talk to angels. We are supposed to talk to God only. So nobody should be talking to angels. And if you think you are talking to angels, you're not. You're talking to something else. Caleb, it's scientifically, they say it's the binding of the substance to a receptor, okay, in your brain. You have receptors, they're called. You have opioid receptors, you have GABA receptors, you have all these different ones. And certain drugs will bind to certain receptors. And once they bind, once you stop the drug, you go into a withdrawal syndrome. I don't know how to explain the mechanics of it, but that's what happens. No, you haven't been given a message by an angel unless it's like in the Bible and the angel actually appeared in front of you and spoke to you and gave you a special message from God and showed himself. Other than that, you did not talk to an angel. You spoke to some kind of deity that's posing as an angel and has deceived you into thinking it's an angel. Because God's angels do not talk to people. No, they don't. Unless it's a very special thing and he sent them. Yeah, well, no angel is going to tell you you've been cursed. That's something else told you that, Margot. That is definitely not an angel. Definitely not. I have my doubts that any of you saw angels. I have my strong doubts. There are situations in the Bible where an angel came down and appeared to a person, but they actually materialize and appear to the person. They don't talk to them, and they don't show up just to let you see them. There's nothing in the Bible that says people see angels and don't talk to them. If an angel comes down with a message from God, he'll materialize in front of you and you'll see it. A demon of some sort, yes. Something that's masquerading as an angel. That's not an angel. Angels are not allowed to communicate with us unless God sends one specifically to somebody to send a message. God can send an angel that will materialize and come and see you. But you won't have any doubt it's an angel because it will actually materialize in front of you, just like they did in the Bible. Yes. I'm telling you, they're not angels. You're being deceived. Leviticus 19:31. Whoop. Regard not them that have familiar spirits, neither seek after wizards to be defiled by them. I am the Lord your God. That's the only one you communicate with is God. Nobody else. Nobody else. Now, Jesus and God, yes, you communicate with them. You can't be communicating with angels. I already answered you, Caleb. It's binding of the substance to receptors. I already answered that when you asked the first time. The angels are not talking to human beings on a regular basis. It's a very special occasion when God sends an angel to talk to a human. Okay, it's a very important event, and it's very rare. The average person does not speak to angels. Yes, I'm saying it happens. It's several times in the Bible. An angel was sent by God with a special message. Okay, and it says an angel of the Lord appeared. Okay, it'll manifest right in front of you. But people are not. When people think they're talking to angels, they're not. They're talking to something else. Unless it manifests right in front of you and you know for sure it's an angel, you don't want to talk to it. And I've never heard of anybody actually seeing one of these kinds of angels and not having communication with it. Because if God sends it, he sends it to communicate with you. He doesn't send it down just so everybody can look at it and gaze at it. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. It even says that Lucifer will masquerade as an angel of light. Okay? It says Lucifer will masquerade as an angel of light, and all his minions will do the same thing. They will try to appear as something they're not. So you need to be very, very careful what you're trusting. You, Lucifer can masquerade as anything he wants. He tries anyway. He's not able to do everything, but he's able to do quite a bit. You can't trust everything you see and everything you hear. Just be careful when things tell you that they're angels. You know what it reminds me of? All the New Agers being deceived into hearing we're your spirit guides, right? They're deceiving people into thinking they're spirit guides. They're not. They're not. It's the same thing with things calling themselves angels. They're not. They're not angels and they're not spirit guides. Yes, no wonder Lucifer himself can appear as an angel of light. I'd be very, very, very cautious. Trust in those things. Let's see what Daniel Bell just put for scripture here. 2 Timothy 2, 22 to 26. 2 Timothy 2, 22 to 26. Flee also youthful lusts, but follow righteousness, faith, charity, peace with them that call on the Lord out of a pure heart. But foolish and unlearned questions avoid, knowing that they do gender strifes. And the servant of the Lord must not strive, but be gentle unto all men, apt to teach, patient, in meekness instructing those that oppose themselves, if God peradventure will give them repentance to the acknowledging of the truth, and that they may recover themselves out of the snare of the devil, who are taken captive by him at his will. Yes, that's right, Ebony. Got Deuteronomy 18, 10 to 12. Deuteronomy 18, 10 to 12. Shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord, and because of these abominations the Lord thy God doth drive them out from before thee. Yes, there's all these channels on YouTube where they're saying they get these long messages and they write these big long paragraphs that God gave them. It's basically what you call automatic writing. And that is known to come from evil spirits. Like, right? It comes from evil spirits. God does not give you great big paragraphs of stuff. I've never ever known God to give anybody a big paragraph like that. He just doesn't. He'll give you 2 or 3 words. That's all I ever get from him. I will get, like, I get the messages, cleanse the homes, right? Something really straightforward and easy to grasp onto. Cleanse the homes, clean the temple. He told me that one night. Clean the temple. Okay, that I can understand, Father. But I've never gotten a big paragraph from him, ever. It's done rewatching your video on Saturnalia and put in my notebook. Yes, and that's right. The deception is growing stronger. So one has to be more and more careful. And you got to look at the quality of the message, okay? When the Lord said, cleanse the homes, I thought to myself, well, if that was from the devil, what would be his point in getting me to cleanse the homes? Because what it means is get rid of demonic items. Is the devil going to have any interest in me getting people to remove demonic items? Why would the devil want me to do that? That takes away all his legal rights, right? Yeah, actually, for me and Buke, it's the opposite. When I see that title, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Or if you skip this, God will be mad at you, or God's mad at you now, or something. Those kind of titles are terrible. They're absolutely terrible. It's clickbait, and it's not proper to do that. Well, okay, the apostles, that's special people. Prophets, okay? Real prophets might get things like that. The average person? No. The average person is not getting that. A prophet has to be trained by God to receive that stuff, right? Just like I was trained to be a deliverance minister by him. And now Ebony, she might get a little bit of a longer paragraph because she's a real prophetess. I believe her to be the real deal. So she's going to get different things than the average person is. The average person is not going to get great big paragraphs from God when they're not even trained as a prophet. It's not going to happen. Bless you, MDNGT Shep, whatever that's supposed to mean. Now, visions are different, okay? A vision, that's a different thing. Remember, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So a vision that the Lord gives you, that's a different story. That's a different story. But for those who are getting these big, long messages from God, they're real prophets, and he's done something so they can receive that. Okay, they're not an average person. A real prophet is a completely different type of individual and has been trained in a big way. Midnight Shepherd. Okay, maybe that's what it is. That's cool. Hello, Pam. Excuse me. So I have to go. I have to make a phone call actually and clean up a couple things here. I am going to come back and do my evening stream. So it might be a little bit late. I'm not sure exactly what time it'll be, but no, and Buke, there are real prophets. That would be like saying it's arrogant for me to say I'm a real deliverance minister. I am a real deliverance minister. People don't want to believe that, they don't have to. But that's what the Lord turned me into. And that's what I am. It's no good for me to deny it. It's true. It's not arrogant. I work for God. That's not arrogant to say. I actually do work for God. Yep, I will be back in a little while. Why can Mohammed not be one? Because he had sex with a 9-year-old girl, Frank. That'd be why. Any more questions? Prophet of the Lord is not going to molest children. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. Think about what you just asked there. Okay, I will be back, folks. I don't know exactly the time, but it'll be in a little while. Not too long. Just going to go take care of a couple things. Yes, 6 when he married her, 9 when he consummated the marriage. Sorry, that eliminates his validity as a prophet right there. So I'll see you in a little while. Remember that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.